All right, we've all been there, right? The calendar flips over to a new year, and we get this huge burst of energy. We're going to be a whole new person. We make these giant, ambitious goals, we buy the gym membership, we stack up all the books we're finally going to read, and then, well, life does what it does.
Does this sound painfully familiar? You start off super strong. You're all in, tracking everything for a week, maybe even 2. But then, you miss one workout, or you eat that slice of cake you weren't supposed to. And just like that, poof! The whole thing feels ruined. And the first thing you think is, whatever, I'll just wait for next year's fresh start. If that's you, you are definitely not alone. And the reason we all do this, it's probably not what you think.
And here's the real twist. That amazing feeling of a fresh start, a totally clean slate, that's actually the trap. See, we get this picture in our heads of a perfect year, a perfect plan, a perfect version of us who never messes up. So when that first, tiny, inevitable slip-up happens, it doesn't feel like a small bump in the road. It feels like we've just scribbled all over that beautiful, clean page. And what's your first instinct? Just tear it up and throw it away.
So this brings us to the #1 enemy of actually achieving anything: perfectionism. It sounds like a good thing, doesn't it? Striving for the best. But in reality, it's the saboteur that pretty much guarantees we'll fail. So let's really dig into what this all-or-nothing thing is all about.
This is the absolute core of the problem. Let's say your goal is to work out 4 times a week. You're tired one day, so you miss a session. That little voice in your head doesn't go, hey, 3 out of 4 is awesome, great job. Nope. It screams, you failed. See? The plan is broken. Just quit. It takes one tiny misstep and blows it up into a total catastrophe. I mean, listen to the language here. A demonic idea. That's not an overstatement. Just think about it for a second. Even giant, billion-dollar companies don't execute their plans perfectly. They have bugs in their software, they miss deadlines, all the time. And yet here we are, expecting 100% flawless execution from ourselves. It's a completely impossible standard, and it just sets us up to fail. And this right here shows you the choice you have in every single moment. On the left, that's the path of self-sabotage. Every mistake is a brick wall, a dead end. But on the right, that's the path of actual achievement. A mistake isn't failure, it's just data. It's information you can use to tweak your plan and keep on moving. The best part is, you get to choose which side of this chart you want to live on.
This proverb is the perfect antidote, the perfect comeback to that nagging perfectionist voice. So what if you wanted to lose 10 kilos and you only lost 6? That is infinitely better than losing 0. Or you wanted to read 50 books but only read 30. That is 30 more books than you would have read otherwise. 60–70% of something is always, always better than 100% of nothing.
But perfectionism isn't working alone. It's got a few sneaky partners in crime, these other hidden saboteurs that quietly take apart our best intentions. So let's shine a light on them too.
Yep, here are the other big 3. First, our goals are just these fuzzy, cloudy wishes. Second, we pick goals because we think we should want them, not because we have a deep personal reason. And third, and this is a big one, we have this wildly heroic, unrealistic picture of the person we're going to be tomorrow.
Just look at the difference here. I want to exercise more. What do you even do with that? It's just a wish. There's nothing to grab onto. But I will walk for 30 minutes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now that's a target. You either did it or you didn't. It's specific, it's measurable, and it gives you a clear road to follow.
Oh man, this is such a classic mind trick we play on ourselves. The you of right now is tired, they're busy, they just want to chill, but we imagine that future you, the one who has to do all the work tomorrow, oh, that person is a superhero. They've got endless energy, unbreakable discipline, so we procrastinate today and pile all these impossible tasks onto our future self, who, of course, can't possibly do it all.
Okay, so enough with the problems. We've diagnosed what's going wrong. Now let's get to the good stuff, the solutions. And these aren't just feel-good theories. These are simple, practical things you can start doing today to build systems that actually work. You know, the hardest part of anything is just getting started. So here's the trick. Make starting so ridiculously easy, it's impossible to say no. You want to read more? Your goal isn't to read a whole chapter. It's to read one sentence. You want to exercise? Your goal isn't a 45-minute workout. It's to do one push-up. It sounds silly, I know, but it's like a magic trick for your brain. Because once you've read that one sentence, you'll probably read the whole paragraph. And once you've done that one push-up, well, you might as well do a few more, right? It totally bypasses that wall of resistance.
Seriously, never, ever underestimate the power of a little positive social pressure. When a goal only lives inside your own head, it's so easy to ignore it. But the second you say it out loud to someone, a friend, your partner, anyone, it becomes real. Just knowing that someone might ask you, hey, how's that thing you were working on going? Well, you don't want to have to say, oh, I quit. That alone can be the biggest motivator there is.
I mean, this chart says everything you need to know. When you're just relying on your own willpower, your chances are, well, they're less than 50-50. But the moment you have a friend waiting for you at the gym, you show up. It's not even a question. You don't want to let them down. That simple act of accountability more than doubles your chances of success. It's such a powerful force.
Okay, this is a huge mental shift. I want you to stop obsessing over the big, faraway goal that you can't really control today, like lose 5 kilograms. Instead, put all your focus on the small, daily tactics that you have 100% control over, right here, right now, because that's where the real power is.
And this is what that looks like in the real world. See, you're not tracking your weight every single day. You're tracking, did I take that 30-minute walk? Did I skip the sugary drink? And every time you put a check mark on that chart, it's a small win. It gives you this immediate hit of positive feedback and starts building momentum. It makes you feel successful every day, not just when you finally reach some big, distant goal. So, when you put all of these pieces together, it all leads us back to the most important mindset shift you can make. It's about changing your entire focus away from perfection and onto progress. Your first plan? It's just your best guess. It's a starting point based on what you know at the beginning. But as you start doing the thing, you learn. You figure out what works for you and what really doesn't. Real success comes from treating your plan like a living, breathing document, something you're constantly updating and improving as you go. And that leaves us with this. This is the mantra to carry with you. Stop wasting all your precious energy trying to get it perfect. Instead, pour all of that energy into making one small, consistent step forward. Because progress is what builds momentum. Progress is what gets results. Progress is what will actually get you where you want to go.
So let's bring it all home. Forget about that giant, scary goal for a minute. Forget about the perfect plan. Just ask yourself this one simple question. What is one tiny, too small to fail action you can take right now, today, to move forward? Because that's where it all begins.